Two groups of people participating in a psychology experiment were asked to give their overall opinion about an imaginary person named Steve, based only on a description of him. One group was given the description, Steve is smart, diligent, critical, impulsive, and jealous. The other group was given the description, Steve is jealous, impulsive, critical, diligent, and smart. But wait, did you notice? Those two descriptions have exactly the same words, just in different orders. However, the people who heard the one that started with smart and diligent rated Steve more positively than the people who got the description that started with jealous and impulsive. This experiment showed how what we hear or see first tends to stick out most in our memories. It's called the primacy effect, but maybe an easier way to remember it is the first impressions effect. The primacy effect can weaken your fantasy performance, so pay attention to how you think about beginnings. For example, when you hear a lot of hype about a player at the beginning of the season, the beginning of the week, or even at the beginning of a news story, you may form an opinion before you hear or search for any information that contradicts it. But if you're willing to change your mind when you learn something that contradicts your initial opinion, you'll make better predictions. This is called belief updating. To see belief updating in the real world, let's look at the example of weather forecasting again. If the meteorologist on your local news station predicts snow 5 days from now, you know that's not the last time you'll hear about it. He'll be tracking the weather models all week, and at least once a day, the station will provide an update based on the most current information available. Belief updating is a natural part of weather forecasting. But to make it part of our fantasy football game, we have to overcome some mental blocks first. First, don't worry that you're changing your mind about a player makes you seem wishy-washy. Instead, stay in touch with reality by updating your beliefs based on the current information. It doesn't mean that you have no backbone. Also, don't let old opinions stay stuck to your identity. Because when you make player decisions based on who you personally love or hate, changing it up can feel like a put-down to your own ideas. Instead, have an all-business mentality and make decisions based on who you think will get the most points. And don't fall for the primacy effect, basing your opinions on the first thing you hear. Instead, gather information about players gradually over the week and keep adjusting the points you predict for them as you learn more about their matchups. Remember, you have until the start of their games to set your predictions. So here are some takeaways to get in the mindset for belief updating. Keep your ego away from your old opinions. It's okay to change your mind, so don't base your opinions on your first impression. Keep your eyes, ears, and mind open for new information that will help you make more accurate predictions about your players. It doesn't always have to be out with the old, but at least be open to the new.